Hey y'all, this is Theron West II, and this is the Be Ready anthem, y'all. I hope y'all ready. Stay ready, be ready, 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 stay ready. Every show, new face, new dream. Young man out here, building a team from the track to the court to the turf and the ring. They all grown different, but they got the same theme. Putting in works when the lights not on. Late nights, early morning, still going strong. They don't do it for the lights, they do it for the fight. Future looking bright, cause they training for their life. So be ready, stay ready, 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 be ready, stay ready. Spotlight on them, time to show love. Rather smart than dream, all star from above. The hustle in their heart, purpose in their feet, and they voice on this mic that echoes in the streets. Every episode, no cap, no fake. Just young bugs grinding, rising to the stage. Different faces, same goals. Rise above the pressure, yeah, holding goals on. Be ready, stay ready, 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 be ready, stay ready. So put your hands together for my boys, Coach Tony and Carlos, for the Be Ready podcast coming on right now. Let's get it, let's go, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, y'all to episode 142. Yep, we are back and excited for another great episode. Coming to y'all another Saturday. One thing I want to tell y'all that y'all don't know is every time I watch that intro, it gives me chills. That intro gives me chills, man. I feel it every time we play it because the lyrics to the song all hit home to all our athletes that are on here. And one line in particular, when my brother says different faces, same goals, that is 100% facts. Every face that we bring on here has the same goal. You know what that is, Carlos?
Yeah, same goal, to be successful in whatever that is in the professional realm.
Exactly. Just like Carlos is doing. So, Carlos don't know I was going to do this, but I'm going to embarrass him. We have 1 week left with Carlos on the show before he heads off to college, y'all. Yeah, we are so proud of you. Oh, yeah. My bad. I got to give you one of this, Carlos. Carlos, the co-host of the Be Ready Sports podcast. You know, we don't just do these interviews and we don't just talk. You know, we lead by example. And Carlos is doing exactly that, leading by example. We always talk about our main number one goal, getting into college. That's what he's about to do. Mm-hmm. So it didn't come easy for him. He worked his butt off to get there. But everything that we talk about, every example we show y'all, we lead by it. So Carlos, before we get started, you know, next weekend will be the last episode we do before you head off to college next weekend. Tell everybody give everybody a quick little spiel about your experience and your campus visit and how your feelings are about leaving home and going to college.
Yeah, so Yeah, so before I begin, Coach Tony, key words, I'm going to college, but I'm not, leaving full time from the podcast, guys. I'm not leaving full time. My schedule's, kind of questionable. I gotta find out stuff. My schedule, with the podcast and stuff, I gotta balance all that. But that's, when I get there. But for now, just get into campus visits at St. Thomas University. That is where I'll be going, St. Thomas University in Miami, Florida. It's been nice. It's been a great campus. They got their private university, and I just love the things that they're doing. They got, um, they're just updating. Their buildings are updated. All their things are updated, and it and it's it puts me in the position to succeed. It puts me in the position to succeed, and it's going to be a very exciting chapter when that comes. When I head out next weekend.
And we are very proud of you and excited for you. It's gonna be bittersweet when we have our send off next weekend, Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm a man, bro. I ain't gonna shed no tear. But I'm gonna see you off.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, put, show your support for Carlos. Send messages on Instagram. Message him. He sees them in real time. He'll be busy, but he'll respond. And those of you, if he wants, his private Instagram is on there. Hit him, message him on his private line. Do not go crazy because he will be busy in college, and he's not gonna be able to answer 24/7. But show Carlos love and support. You know, heading off to college.
For
So,
sure.
so Zye, before we get started, what, what words or advice do you have for our guy Carlos as he heads off to college for the very first time?
Stay focused in college.
For sure, Zai. Thank you for that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, hey man, fist bump on the screen board. That was well said. Well said. Knowledge from the mouth of the youth. All right, Carlos, let's get this show. I had to do it, Carlos. I'm sorry.
No,
I
no,
had to do
no, it's good. It's okay.
do it.
No,
Proud
it's
of you.
good. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it, Tony. Appreciate it. But that's down the line. We can worry about that when that comes. But now let's focus on tonight's episode and let's introduce our guests on for tonight. Tonight's guest, class of 2033 basketball player from Houston, Texas. He plays as a combo guard for Houston Hoops. This athlete is known as a hustle player that can play both ways. He is a player that provides great team effort, great defense, and an all-around player. He's also known to be one of the best players in the class of 2033. So now, please welcome to the Be Ready Sports Podcast, Zye Johnson, guys.
What's up, everybody?
My bad. All right, Zye. Go ahead and break the ice and tell everybody a little bit about you.
My name is Zye, and I like to play basketball. I like to play the piano, and I like to play video games.
Oh, you hear that?
Okay.
He answered two of your questions from the Q&A already.
There you go. And I'll definitely expand on that when we get there for the questions. We'll definitely expand on that. But hey, it's a nice icebreaker, Zye. Good job. And
who's your favorite composer? Wow, composer that you're studying with playing the piano? Yeah. I might look like I don't know stuff, but yeah, I know a little something. He wasn't expecting that question, Carlos. Look at his face.
oh my God.
I like Alicia.
Who?
I think he saw Alicia. Is that your
Alicia Keys? Alicia Keys.
Composer.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. He's young. He might not know what I almost said composure again. Composer. He might not understand what composer means, but he's not in school today.
Mhm.
We're not
Yeah,
going to put him through class,
yeah, nah.
but uh, a composer is the ones that create the sheet music with the notes on the sheet and everything. Like, what's that guy's? The most famous composer of all is Beethoven,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of ones with names that I cannot pronounce, and I'm not going to butcher names, so I'm not going to say it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I like Alicia Keys, but I'm still learning.
Of course, I don't expect you to just get out there off the rip and just and do a whole movie score on the computer. Like, I mean, on the computer, on the piano. Like, of course you're learning, but you're gonna be better, just like you are in basketball.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, he's gonna be a dual threat, Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
He- when he makes it to the league, he's gonna play the national anthem on the piano in front of the fans, and then they're gonna announce him in the starting lineup at the same time.
Yeah, who knows? And that could be possible. And that could be possible. That could be.
And you know what'd be cold if he goes to the New York Knicks and he plays New York, the song New York on the piano. It can either be Alicia Keys' one or Frank Sinatra's one. It don't matter. Play New York on the keys in front of the, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, that kid is tough!" And then it's announced him in the starting lineup, and just take his suit off, and he got his Knicks uniform. So
I like that.
that'll be
Right,
dope.
that's right.
That'll be nice. All right, my bad, Carlos. You gotta stop me, man. You know I'll be rambling off. You know I'll be rambling. You gotta stop me.
There you go. But the Knicks, they do have a composer who he's pretty good. He's pretty good at what he does. He's pretty good at what he does for the Knicks. He's very talented for sure.
But they find out he knows how to play the piano really, really well. They're going to give him a guest spot to be the guest composer before the game. But then he go out there and drop 50 in the garden and just go home.
Who knows? Who knows? You could do both on the same night.
He's like,
Possible.
Coach, stop. Look, he's like, Coach, stop glazing me. Let's get the show going.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's get this going. So, this day in ASN history. Yes, I know it's a different format. They didn't post in the format that it usually is, but we'll just go with what it is. So I know it's small, so I'll read out the context for each one. So basically, Zye, so these are the events that occurred on this day, but in a different year. So first one's baseball. Texas Rangers, they fired Chris Woodward. He was a manager for the Texas Rangers after nearly 4 seasons. So they fired him in 2022. 2023 with football, Anthony Richardson, very talented quarterback from Florida, went to Indianapolis, and on this day they named him the starting QB in 2023 for the Indianapolis Colts. They named him the starting quarterback, which is big time stuff from Anthony Richardson. Shane McClanahan likely out until 2025 with a Tommy John surgery. So if you guys don't know about Tommy John, that is pretty much like a torn ACL, pretty much in baseball, but it's for the elbow basically. So it's a season-ending surgery, Tommy John, and that's what Shane McClanahan had for the Tampa Bay Rays back in 2023 and out until 2025. So that's a long time for that injury to heal. U.S. men's national team, they played in the World Cup this year. Mauricio Pochettino, that was their coach this year. He just signed an extension for the USA team. They offered him the extension during the World Cup, which is something you shouldn't do because he's focused on the mission, and you give him the extension while he's doing the job is just maybe a little distracting, but he was able to look over in the offseason and then he signed the extension. He will stay with Team USA, but on this day, he got hired as the Team USA coach, Mauricio Pochettino, who's doing a very good job for Team USA. Had an inspiring performance in this year's World Cup. ESPN, they fired Robert Griffin III unexpectedly. They fired him. They didn't. How do you say it, Tony? Like it's not fired, but it's something about lay. It's like overlay or something like that. Like
Layoff.
layoff. Yeah. So it's not a layoff, but they actually fired him.
Bear with him. He's just now entering the real world. He's still he's a young
Layoff.
adult. Hope he never experiences that term.
Yeah, I know. That's
But,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. So ESPN, they're doing a lot of layoffs as of recently. They're doing a lot of layoffs. Yeah, so that's a different story for another show because ESPN, they're going through all this stuff with layoffs,
whatever.
and then for ESPN, they're saying that they're only focused on Stephen A. Smith and Pat McAfee. Like that's a whole different stuff. But on this day, Robert Griffin III, he was fired from ESPN unexpectedly in 2024. Falcons signed Justin Simmons. He was a safety for a 1-year contract from the Denver Broncos. 2024, Christian Yelich, former Miami Marlin, plays for the Milwaukee Brewers now. He was out for the season, undergoing season-ending back surgery in 2024. Also in 2024, Weston Wilson hits for a cycle. Basically, a cycle, Zye, is basically you hit a single, a double, a triple, and a home run all in the same game. So Weston Wilson did that in 2024. Second to last least, Michigan avoids the postseason ban in sign stealing penalties 2025. It was this whole thing about with Michigan. They're stealing signs. Connor Stallions is just a huge thing, but they avoid the postseason ban on this day. And then how about let's bring some basketball tips because I know Zye is a basketball player. So on this day, DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie Cousins, he tore his ACL on this day. He tore his ACL on this day in 2019. So Zye,
Don't no basketball player want to talk about no torn ACLs.
the only one I saw. The only one I saw, unfortunately. That it's the only meaningful basketball one. And it's the only big time name one, which is DeMarcus Cousins. He played for Golden State at the time. No, Lakers. Played for the Lakers at that time in 2019. DeMarcus Cousins. So, all right, Zye. So, all right. So, which one of the what happened?
Nothing. Go ahead.
All right. So, Zye. So, which one of these events sounded interesting to you, basically?
The ESPN one.
Okay, the one with Robert Griffin. Okay. How about the one with DeMarcus Cousins, tearing his ACL?
Carlos.
It's the only basketball one. It's the only basketball one. So
My man said ESPN. He don't want to talk about no torn ACL, bro.
it's the only basketball.
He's an athlete. He's an athlete. He don't want to talk about no torn ACL. You giving this boy PTSD.
No, but it's the only one that's basketball on here. It's the only one with basketball.
See, now if he go on the court and his knee start feeling sore, he gonna remember you talking about torn ACL, and he gonna come looking for you. Talking about you jinxed him.
I hope it doesn't happen. But seriously, I hope it doesn't happen to anyone because obviously tearing an ACL is like the worst thing ever.
No torn ACLs.
My brother tore his ACL. He needs surgery. Boy, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. All right, so Zye, so was that the only one, the ESPN one, that sounded interesting to you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's this day in ASN history. You guys can check them out, ASN Throwback on Instagram. They do this every day, so who knows? There might be an event that you didn't know occurred on this day. So that is ASN history. And now let's talk about the NBA. So we're just going to talk strictly NBA for the sports topics. NBA, they just released their schedule, the 2026-27 schedule, and here is the opening.
Took them a long time, but they finally released a schedule.
Yeah, and I think we know that one person who kept on delaying the schedule, and we know that one person who's now
Adam Silver. Yeah, Adam Silver is the one that delayed the releasing the schedule.
Yeah, Adam Silver, he delayed it because of this one person who plays for the Sixers.
Adam Silver is the one that delayed the schedule. Did nobody tell him to do that?
Okay, but moving on. But so here's the opening week for the NBA. So the first game, pretty weird here that the
I
first
know.
game of the season is at 3 p.m. Eastern time on a random Tuesday, October 20th. There's
On
no
a random
holiday,
on a
and,
random Tuesday.
and there's no holiday on October 20th, right? There's no holiday. I'm looking at the calendar. There's no holiday. There's no religious holiday on that day. But it's at 3 p.m. during the working hours. And if you're in the West Coast, that's a noon game. That right there's a 12 p.m. game. So a bit weird with the schedules, but 3 p.m. for Celtics Pistons, Sixers Knicks. LeBron James now with the Sixers. He will be taking on the reigning champs of the New York
But
Knicks.
I will tell you, Carlos.
Huh? Yeah.
We're in the streaming era now.
Mm-hmm.
They can still live stream it on Peacock.
Yeah.
So they can still technically watch it.
Yeah.
Just kids, do not live stream the Pistons Celtics during the middle of class.
Okay, I see. Great catch there, Tony. Yes. I was also going to say that it is during school hours.
Zye. Yeah, Zye. Don't be over there live streaming the Pistons and Celtics at fourth period.
What if I finish my work first?
Kids is something else, bro. He said, what if he finishes his work? That's between you and your teacher.
Yep, that's between you and your teacher. And great point, Tony, because yes, it is going to be occurring school hours, and especially if you're on the West Coast, that's at 12 o'clock. That's a 12
That's
o'clock.
at lunch. Well, that's at lunchtime. They can stream it at lunch.
That's a lunchtime, but what if they wanted to watch the whole game, Tony? Like it's going to have to extend to classes too. But
we do not condone live stream in the middle of class.
Unless, teacher permission, obviously.
I don't want y'all going home talking about Carlos and Tony on the Be Ready Sports podcast said it was okay.
Teacher's permission. If teacher gives you permission, if it's a cool teacher, then hey, you can watch it.
Yeah, if the teacher puts it on TV, they don't have them roller TVs anymore. Yeah, I'm saying my age. I don't care. They can just stream it in the middle of class. Everything's digital now.
Yeah.
You can just put it up. Like I had a teacher that was like that too. They might, but we don't. We're not telling y'all to live stream it in class on your tablets or the school computer or none of that.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So
no, a lot of y'all do your classes on computers now. We're not telling you, Zye, to be doing your work and then click over to the game like, oh, Tatum, yes, Tatum for 3. I'm like, what?
They think you're crazy. The teacher is gonna think you're crazy or something. Just yelling, but that's the Celtics Pistons. That's the first game of the season. Sixers Knicks, Madison Square Garden. They will be doing banner night on that night. And they welcome in the new look Sixers. And then in primetime, the nightcap, it is the rematch of the Western Conference Finals between the OKC Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs on NBC. Then on Wednesday, it is the T-Wolves, the new look T-Wolves with Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball taking on the new look Heat with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bam Adebayo in the Miami Heat hosting. And then the Warriors-Lakers, they keep the rivalry alive, the Warriors and Lakers, on national TV. They're still on national TV. No LeBron versus Curry. Curry's still there in Golden State, but no LeBron for the Lakers. But Luka there now with the new era in Los Angeles. Cleveland taking on the Sixers. Home opener for LeBron and the Sixers. That's going to be a sight to see in Philadelphia. Nuggets.
Why can't it be Jaylen Brown and the Sixers? Why can't it be Joel Embiid and the Sixers? Why can't it be VJ and Tyrese and the Sixers? Why got to be LeBron?
Whatever you want to view it as, guys, but they got a starting 5 that's insane.
Look, Zye almost ran off the camera because of that.
Y'all know why.
Here we go. Why? Why is I? Why?
LeBron James.
He's in Philly now, and I'm gonna get your thoughts on his eye once I finish talking about the slate. So Nuggets, OKC, and then on Friday, October 23rd, it'll be the Knicks taking on the Celtics at TD Garden, Rockets, Spurs for in-state showdown.
I
So
predict Paul George with a triple double that game.
Paul George, oh yeah, that's right, guys. He is in Boston now, Paul George, because of that trade. Because of that trade, now he's in Boston. So Zye, so which games are on here are you most looking forward to in the opening week?
Maybe the Timberwolves and Miami Heat.
T-Wolves and Heat. Okay. All right, so why that one? Why the T-Wolves and Heat?
He's a LaMelo Ball fan.
Because Melo Ball and Anthony Edwards, and then I want to watch Giannis Antetokounmpo on the Heat and Bam Adebayo.
Fair. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting matchup there in Miami, 7:30 on ESPN. So, is that the only matchup you're looking forward to, Zye, from this slate?
And San Antonio Spurs versus OKC.
Rematch of the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, so that's going to be really interesting to watch. First game, OKC San Antonio. The runners-up San Antonio got to take on the runners of the Western Conference Finals, the OKC Thunder. So are those the only two games you're looking forward to, Zye, on the slate here?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so Tony, so what about you? So which games are you looking forward to on this slate?
No, I'm kidding. No, it's gonna be this is gonna be opening week. That's week that's gonna gonna have a high viewership for a while. Looking forward to the Knicks. Ring ceremony in front of he who should not be named. The team that's supposed to be favorites this year. That's gonna be epic. I'm gonna tune in to see that, and because I would want to see the look on his face when Jalen Brunson and them boys get their rings, and the Garden is gonna be crazy. Not happy about the $2,000 ticket prices though, but that's gonna be crazy. Of course, I got to see my new look, my LeBron-less Lakers debut. I'm looking forward to that. Yes, I did say the LeBron-less Lakers. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. And your new look Heat. That's gonna be the most exciting game out of the whole bunch. Is they finally featuring the young guys, which is what everybody wants to see. Everybody they want to see these dinosaurs. They're on TV every day. No, they want to see Ant-Man. They want to see LaMelo. They want to see Giannis. They want to see Bam. They want to see the young guys. They want to see SGA versus the alien. They tired of watching Steph Curry and KD. They're not going to admit it, but they're tired of watching those old guys. They want to see the young guys. Am I right or wrong, Zye?
You're right.
Prime example. What was the first game he said he wanted to see? Minnesota and Miami. It was the first game he wanted to see. They want to see the young guys. They want to see Jalen Brunson embarrass the king.
MSG. And man, that place will be.
But that Pistons and Celtics game is gonna be really good too. I just hate that it's at 3:00 because and they did Cade Cunningham. They didn't do them good either. Cade Cunningham is another exciting young point guard that everybody want to see. Even though that's who you remind me of, Zye. You kind of look like a young Cade Cunningham in the face. I'm sorry, I just had to say that.
And Cade, he was up for MVP conversation at one point. Cade Cunningham, because he was playing that good in last season. So definitely a great point guard over
And
in
guess who was
Detroit.
at ball? And guess who was at balling on the beach this year, Carlos?
Cade,
Cunningham,
yeah.
Zye's twin.
Yeah, Cade Cunningham. He was there on the beach. Yes, he was. He was indeed repping his team. So, all right. So, Tony, so were those the only events that you saw? Sixers, Knicks, or
I haven't seen any of these events. They haven't happened yet.
no. Like. All right. So, which one you're most looking forward to?
I'm not looking forward to the Rockets. No, nobody want to see them.
The Rockets. Okay.
Nobody want to see them. Nobody want to see the Nuggets and OKC either.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the only ones.
Okay. All right. So that's the opening week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A full week starts at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and then 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you're at, Zye, Central Standard Time in Texas. That'll be at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern on.
Zye, I do apologize if anyone in your house is Rockets fans. I do apologize for what I said about the Rockets just now.
I'm saying that the Rockets that nobody wants to watch the Rockets.
Nobody really wants to watch KD besides KD fans.
All right, so that's the opening week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday starts at 3 p.m. and then ends on that Friday on Prime Video. All right, so now let's talk about the big news of the week, Russell Westbrook. So Russell Westbrook, he has just announced that he has retired from the NBA. So Russell Westbrook, so I'm gonna just tell you guys his accomplishments. Obviously, he has a very well accomplished career. 9-time NBA All-Star, 2017 NBA Most Valuable Player MVP. And I remember we mentioned this on the show that he's an all-time leader in triple doubles. He's an all-time leader in triple doubles.
And he averaged a triple double 3 years in a row.
Yeah, we mentioned that. We mentioned that on this show. Been named All-NBA team 9 times in his career. Has been to the NBA All-Star 9 times. Has won gold medals in the 2010 FIBA World Championship and in the 2012 Olympics. He was a part of the NBA 75th anniversary team, which that's a great honor to be in. And he's also led the OKC Thunder when he was in OKC to the NBA Finals back in 2012 when they played the King himself in Miami when they lost to the Heat in, I believe, 5 games in Miami. And then
they were cheated. Go ahead.
Obviously, they were, and then obviously you got Westbrook's individual accomplishments with his triple doubles and stuff. So, all right, so Zye, so what are your thoughts on Russell Westbrook now retired from the game of basketball?
That's baby Cade Cunningham. Man. Get the name right.
I'm not really like a Russell Westbrook fan.
Okay. All right, so so you don't got any thoughts about Russell Westbrook retiring?
But he did do a lot for OKC.
He did. He played for OKC. He played for Houston at one point. Obviously, he ended up as a Sacramento King. As you can see there, that was his last team he played for, Sacramento Kings, to end off his career. So he's been with a lot of teams, but most notably, people know him as OKC because he went to a finals with there. That's where he saw KD and, so on and so forth. So those were your thoughts, Zye, on Russell Westbrook being retired?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Tony, so what are your thoughts on this? Russell Westbrook now retired from the game of basketball. So your thoughts on it?
And he still has a lot left in the tank. Um, he hasn't he hasn't fully recovered from the disrespect and what he went through in LA, which was pretty much, we talked about that in depth. Um, when he became a scapegoat in LA, and he never fully recovered from that because he was an All NBA, still averaging a near triple double in Washington before he came there. So and then after that, he could barely get a contract. It's not, not fair. I think he was forced out by execs saying um, they wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. They wouldn't sign him and things, that, and the other, when he can still get you 15, still get you 8 rebounds, still get you 8 assists, still productive. So I don't. I just think he was forced out forced to retire. But this is a blessing in disguise for him because he's getting shown. He's going to see the love and respect that he deserved when he was playing in LA. He's going to get that back now that he's retired, and it's going to open up other avenues. And he's going to make a lot more money now as he's retired than he did when he was playing. Mark my words. He's going to get a lot of deals. He's respected by a lot of people. So Russ is gonna be all right. He's still gonna be around the game of basketball. He still has that fire in him.
Yeah, most definitely.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets put on the staff at UCLA down the road.
Yeah. You never know. And UCLA, they got Derek Carr as their special advisor for the football team. So who knows? Maybe Westbrook could be open to coming back to UCLA. So, who knows in this college NIL landscape, bringing in alums, maybe Westbrook could be a part of that. But Tony said something that he still had more fire in the tank. He's 37 years old, by the way, guys. 37 years old. And he played for a lot of teams. He played for, obviously, OKC. He got drafted by the Supersonics, but then, obviously, they relocated to OKC. He played for Houston, as I said. He played for the Wizards at one point. Played for the Lakers, what Tony said. Played for the Clippers. Played for the Nuggets. And then, lastly, he played for the Sacramento Kings. So, definitely a lot of teams, but definitely the most was, obviously, being in OKC. Yeah,
if there's any Sacramento Kings fans watching, so what? You're going to deal with what I'm about to say. Sacramento is a place where point guards go to die. And this is a prime example. If you're a point guard, do not go to Sacramento. They destroy point guards. Look at De'Aaron Fox. Look how he played in the finals. Look what happened to Jason Williams. Look what happened to Mike Bibby. And the list goes on and on and on and on. Now look at Russell Westbrook. Retired. Sacramento's a place where point guards go to die. Not literally, talking about their careers.
Careers, guys. Careers.
Because where did Jason Williams go after he left Sacramento? What happened to him?
Don't remember, actually, Jason.
My point exactly. He played a couple years. He played a couple more years, and he was out of there. What happened with Mike Bibby when he left Sacramento?
Didn't he go to Miami? I think
he wasn't.
Miami.
He was a role player.
Yeah, and he was a role player.
I think he got a ring there, but then he's gone. Look at De'Aaron Fox now.
Mm-hmm.
He don't look like an all-star no more. That's where point guards go to die. I hope De'Aaron Darius Acuff breaks that curse.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we scaring Zye right now. He's like, I am not going to Sacramento.
And, you know, and Sacramento, and crazy how Sacramento, they went to a playoff when De'Aaron was there. They went to a playoff. They were I think number 3 seed, like a pretty high seed in the West, and there was a lot of hype about Sacramento. But then just like that, after their first round exit against Golden State, it just all that hype just exited out, and Sacramento is just back to where they were. So yeah, so definitely Sacramento. They're in a rebuilding stage. Westbrook's gone. They have kind of a young core, but there were Darius Acuff at point guard and Domantas Sabonis. That he's like been thin and through with Sacramento, and he's still there, guys. He's still there in Sacramento. So we'll see what happens there in Sacramento. And then to Tony's point, with point guards, careers go to die. Darius Acuff, he's the point guard. So I just hope the best for Darius Acuff. I really like the talent of his, but
He'll be fine as long as if he plays his whole career there. If he leaves, his career is over.
I guess we'll see.
Every guard that left, their career went down.
Quick topic here. I'm going to talk about Coach Tony's team, the Los Angeles Lakers. They were put up for sale last week, and now they have been picked up. So $12 billion, as you can see there. They were bought out by one of the owners that bought out the Lakers. That was the one and only CEO of Disney, Bob Iger. And crazy how Lakers, they played in the ESPN Wide World of Sports. Disney, they win the championship, but then a few years later, they get owned by the CEO of Disney, Bob Iger. So that was one of the owners. The other owner, I don't know his exact name, but hold on, Josh Kushner, American businessman. So Josh Kushner and Bob Iger, the two owners now of the Los Angeles Lakers. So Coach Tony, I'm gonna start with you on this one. What are your thoughts on this sale?
It's a whole lot of stuff that goes behind it with Mark, the previous owner, and his allegations that's going on behind the scenes. I don't want to discuss it on this show because it's a kids friendly show.
Mm-hmm.
But if he was on Bruce's show, we'll go into detail about it. But there's a lot of stuff going on. He pretty much bought him for $12 million and then sold it for 12. So he kind of flipped the Lakers for $2 billion.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of did a hustle move, but I don't know. I'm not excited about it, even though Magic is trying to tell us to be. I'm not excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys need to quit calling our guests when we're on the show.
Oh, Zye, you there?
He's got a phone call, man. I gotta stop calling these guests when they're on the show.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So no phone calls during the show. Obviously, do not disturb. Do not disturb. But yeah. So that's been the big news. For over $12 billion, the agreement was for $12.5 billion. So another 0.5. That's around maybe you got to add maybe 5 trillion maybe to that, or 5,000 or 5 million to get to 12.5 billion. But that's a lot of money, guys. But hey, the Lakers.
And for you crazy LeBron fans out there, this is not because LeBron James played for the Los Angeles Lakers. They over here, they keep talking about, because there's posts been going around social media saying the Lakers are worth $3 billion when he signed in 2019, and now they're worth 12 because of LeBron James. Man, going somewhere with that.
Mm-hmm. All right,
it's
so
not because of him.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Tony, continue with that.
No, I'm done.
You're done? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
we're 45 minutes in. We gotta get going.
All right, so Zye, so what are your thoughts on this one? The Lakers, they just got up two owners, Bob Iger and Josh Kushner. Them
You
two
don't
just
know.
bought the team.
You don't know who they are.
No, but I'm just saying the names. Two people, two businessmen. One of them, the CEO of Disney, the Walt Disney Company. I'm pretty sure you know what Disney is. Disney is like this huge thing that owns ESPN. But besides the fact, the Lakers they just got bought for $12 billion. So what are your thoughts on that, Zye?
It was just like a business move. I just think it was like crazy how the person from Disney bought it, and that's really it.
See, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you know the Jeannie Buss is not happy right now.
Jimmy Bus.
She's not happy about this.
Yeah, the Bus family there does. Okay.
They're
All right,
livid.
Tony.
They're livid right now.
All right, Tony. So here's the post you want to talk about. So all right, so take it away.
All right, this is our unbelievably crazy. You know, we find some ridiculous stuffs posted on there. It's not always some about basketball. It could be about anything. Shout out to Lamborghini Landon. He inspired this. He inspired this segment. But this one takes the cake. Um, if you go to his page, he posts ridiculous stuff every day just for click. He's one of them guys that post for click views. But this one caught my attention because I am sick and tired of the Kobe Bryant catch strays for no reason at all by these LeBron fans. Like they need to be put on an island on Mars in a dome and left there. So the reason why this post is if you're not untrained eye, they're looking. It was like, well, he's telling the truth, but this is one of those posts that try to make LeBron James look good at someone else's expense. So it says Kobe Bryant was absolutely, and then nothing in all caps without Shaq, the most dominant center in history, which is not true. The most dominant center in history was Wilt Chamberlain. His records are still existing to this day. Shaq was the most dominant one that y'all seen, but wasn't the most dominant center. It's Wilt Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm.
Or Paul Gasol. And I can't really read it, said in his prime, the best power forward in the game, which was not true. He was very skilled. The best power forward in the game was Tim Duncan. I'm pretty sure they played at the same time, right, Carlos?
Tim Duncan, yeah, he was around that era of the 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah. So the best power forward in the game was Tim Duncan. So another lie. But Paul Gasol was very talented. But did Paul Gasol win anything before he came to LA? He was a one-time. I think he was a one-time All-Star in New Orleans. He was a one-time All-Star, average about 16 and a half, 17 a game. Then when he came with Kobe, it jumped to 19, 18, 19 a game when he came to LA. So it increased.
So Pau Gasol, he was only an All-Star once in Memphis in 2005 and 06 with the Grizzlies before he got into
Oh, yeah,
LA.
Grizzlies. I'm sorry. I said New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One-time All-Star. But did that sound like the best power forward in the game?
No, it doesn't sound like it.
Zye, does that sound like the best power forward in the game?
No.
No. So this is what these people do. They lie. They lie in these posts. And then more disrespect. They said Chris Bosh, and you can speak on this, Carlos, because you watched Miami back in those days.
Mhm.
I know you was a Taylor tot back then, but you watched Miami back in those days.
Mhm.
You remember you remember Chris Bosh with that block on I think it was Manu Ginobili to save the series. Um
And I think it was on Danny Green, and I think it was on Danny Green that shot in Game 6 to
yeah,
send it into Game
to s-
7.
to
Send it
send
into
because if he makes that shot, the series is over.
series is over. Yeah, and Ray Allen made that three in that same game. He made a three in the same game.
But does that look like a guy that's a statue that couldn't move?
That is just disrespectful. Chris Bosh was a he played a crucial part in that championship team, and that was why they call it the Heatles. LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all contributing, and you can even ask Wade and LeBron himself. If it wasn't for Bosh, they wouldn't have won this. If they wouldn't have been successful. So Bosh, he was very successful in Miami.
And then they said Dwayne Wade was past his prime. Dwayne Wade didn't start declining until after LeBron left.
Yeah, like he wasn't on the decline at all. Like obviously it wasn't like '06 D Wade where he carried the team, where he straight up carried the team and won games 3, 4, 5, and
No,
6 and
he could have
six on
carried
them.
the team. He deferred. He deferred to LeBron James. He could have carried the Heat if he wanted to. He was still capable of doing it. He deferred to go for them to win a championship. He publicly said that.
Mhm.
So that don't sound like D Wade was past his prime. So these are posts that people make just for clicks and views.
Mhm.
Um, very misleading to the youth that's coming behind that probably didn't see these games, that weren't alive when these games were played. So these kind of irk my nerves when they did that, when they do this stuff. Real quick, I'm just gonna throw a couple things out here. Um, I'll on when we do our GOAT debate show with me, Bruce, Carlos, and maybe another special guest, we're gonna go in detail about the lies that these people are posting online every single day, thinking that they're making sense when they're not. They're just lying. They're put little sprinkle some truth in there, and then lie behind it. You gotta catch the wordage. Now, if you would have said Kobe Bryant didn't win his first championship, he won his first championship with Shaq, that would have sounded a little bit better. But funny thing is, what he omitted out of there is that Shaq didn't win his first championship until Kobe Bryant became an All-Star. He played with an All-Star guard before and didn't win anything. So that don't sound like somebody that was the most dominant. When you dominate, you win.
Mhm.
Um, and then we already talked. We already debunked this about Paul Gasol being the best power forward in the game. That we, Carlos, you already proved that with just announcing the one All-Star appearance in Memphis. The
Yeah,
best power forward in the game at that time was Tim Duncan.
yeah. And Tim Duncan, he made a lot of All Stars. Like he made an All Star appearance from 1999 straight into 2010-11. He made at least one All Star appearance from 1999 all the way to 2010-11. So,
And how many All-Star appearances did he make when he was playing with Kobe Bryant?
Powell.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. When he was playing for the Lakers, he got three when he was in the Lakers.
Funny how that is.
He got two.
Funny how that is.
Before Shaq? Oh, yeah, three. Without Shaq?
No, we're not talking about Kobe Bryant's championships. We're talking about Paul
Oh.
Gasol's All-Stars. He had one All-Star appearance in 8 years before he played with Kobe. And he played with Kobe 4 years and was an All-Star 3 of them. And what happened to Chris Bosh and D Wade, and before LeBron went there, I, they both were in the top 10 in MVP voting,
Mhm.
multiple All Stars, and I think they made the All Star with him. What? No,
Yeah, so Chris Bosh, he was in Toronto, and he had his pretty good years in Toronto before he went to Miami. And then with D Wade, obviously, he was the catalyst of the Miami Heat before LeBron got there, and he went to a lot of. So before Miami, he went to 5 All Stars during his 8. He went to 5 All Stars in his 7 years in Toronto before he went to Miami. That was Chris Bosh.
and the last thing I'll say before we move on to the Q&A
Mhm.
is Paul Gasol got better when he played with Kobe. Kobe emerged and then got Shaq his first championship. But Chris Bosh and D Wade had to take a back seat and hold back their games to play with LeBron James. Things that make you go, And one is supposed to be a ball hog and the other one's supposed to be a pass first player. Why is it that the ball hogs are seeming to have more success than the team first player, Carlos? I don't understand it. It's not making sense to me. Bro, it should be the other way around, right?
Yeah, it should be
The
the
players around the ball hog numbers should decline. Their accolades should decline versus the person with the all around game and the highest basketball IQ. They should be playing better, right? But it's not what is not the case. It's the total opposite.
Mhm.
So we're going to do a whole show debunking these lies that they're throwing out there. And the last thing I would say is funny how another guy, they have nothing negative, they have nothing on him except for his up and coming years of his career. So they try to make it seem like that guy was as a crap player, played in a weak era with no competitions, why he got all the success that he had. And the reason he's better, he has more than this guy because, he had tougher competition. He couldn't, that's why he was held back in winning this. Sounds to me like you are not as good as you claim to be if you couldn't rise above your competition, regardless of how good they are. If you're that dude, Carlos, competition shouldn't matter, right?
Yes, yeah.
Don't disagree with me. If you disagree, disagree. But I'm thinking that if you're better than guys that have won more championships, if you're better than them, the competition shouldn't matter. You're better than those guys who beat very tough competition. You're better than them. It shouldn't matter that you played against these guys with 4 All-Stars. I mean, Kobe beat them too. He beat them in 7 games, but he beat those same 4 guys in Boston.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
that's
But that's enough of my rant. We got to get to the Q&A. You got any thoughts on this, Zye and Carlos, before we move on?
Yeah, I think it was crazy how he said Kobe won absolutely nothing because he won 2 rings without Shaq. And that's really it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, what the captain's saying, LeBron is 50 billion times. I hate how he said 50 billion times, like it's a mile, like more than a mile. Like that's just truly false. 50 billion times better than Kobe, and it says it's not even close. That's just rhetoric. That's just absolute rhetoric.
But we just proved with the facts that you just read that is absolutely not true, because Paul Gasol got better playing with Kobe, and Chris Bosh, who was a multiple All-Star, got played worse with LeBron James. And Dwayne Wade went on record saying he had to take a back seat for LeBron to do him, and it still didn't work out. I mean, we can have this conversation all day, but
Yeah.
and Kobe did the exact same thing. He took a back seat for Shaq to get his MVP, but still, as a young guy, still got the best out of Derek Fisher, got the best out of Eddie Jones, got the best out of his supporting cast when they won them first three, and then he did it again with Paul Gasol, Lamar Odom, Meta World Peace, who was Ron Artest. You know, it's just what this is just ridiculous. Let's move on.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Zye, you ready for Q&A?
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. All right, Zye. So, what inspired you to play basketball?
My big brother, because he played AAU basketball and high school basketball.
Shout out to your big brother, because thanks to him, you're on the show. So shout out to your big brother. What's his name?
Isaiah.
Isaiah. Last name Johnson as well.
Isaiah.
Oh, Isaiah. I'm gonna call him Izzy.
Izzy.
Shout out to you, Izzy. I thank you, man, for being inspiring to Zye. You got my man on the show, and when y'all see his videos, y'all gonna see why. Because Zye is he's acting shy. He's shy and respectful right now, but when you see these videos, you're gonna be like, this boy is very disrespectful to his opponent. No, I'm just kidding. Not like that. Y'all gonna take things way out of context.
Yeah, and it's
y'all gonna see.
Yeah, it's definitely important, like, to have that older brother that is in high school right now, because you can just follow in his footsteps, and then your older brother, can go through that, and he can tell you how that is, high school, him going to college, things like that, so you're in a pretty good spot, with your older brother, high school, he can tell you how high school is. Like, you're in a great spot, thanks to him, your older brother, and plus he's inspiring to play basketball. That's just amazing stuff. So, Zye, which side of the ball you like playing better, offense or defense, and why?
Defense, because I can get stops, and then that gives you more playing time. That I can get more fast breaks.
I like that. Defense. All right. So what do you like most about playing basketball?
Being a team player, passing the ball, being a great playmaker, and finishing the ball with the ball.
Gotcha. All right, so what do you like least about playing basketball?
I just like basketball. There's nothing I don't like about it.
Okay. All right. Good answer. All right, so where is your favorite shot on the court and why?
The wing, because I think it's more easier for the aim.
Gotcha. Wing threes. Gotcha. So what is your favorite move on the basketball court and why?
Hesitation, cross, step back shot.
What? I thought it was the East Bay layup.
East Bay layup.
Boy, you got like 50 videos of you doing the East Bay in the middle of the game. I thought it was the East Bay.
Nah, it's like hesitation, cross, step back three.
Okay. Nice move.
You think you can cook LaMelo Ball with that move?
Yeah.
I like the confidence, bro. He was like, yeah, no hesitation. I like it.
Okay.
LaMelo, you better watch your back. This is the third guest on the show that called you out. You better watch your back.
All right, Zye, so what are your strengths as a basketball player?
Taking the ball to the rim and being a good ball handler and getting my teammates open shots.
Gotcha. All right. So what is something that you feel you need to improve on and why?
My dribbling, so I could create open space for my teammates and get them more open shots.
Got you. All right. All right. So, what are some adjectives to describe you on the court and off the court, and why? So,
On the court, more physical and a great shooter. Off the court, a great kid.
I like that. All right. Great kid off the court, and then you said physical and a great shooter on the court, right?
Yes, sir.
Got you. All right. All right. So, what makes you a good teammate?
I like to pass the ball. I could get great space out in the court. I could pass the ball, and I'm a great finisher.
Got you. All right. All right. So, all right. So, do you prefer winning a close game or winning by a blowout, and why?
Winning a close game because it's more competition, more competitive, and it will be more fun.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Those close games, they definitely nail biters. But when you win those close games, that is definitely a sigh of relief, and definitely it's a huge momentum booster when you win that game.
Not for
So,
us coaches. It might
oh
be
no,
fun for you players, not for us coaches. That's
oh no,
why a lot of us don't have hair as it is.
yeah, no, it's like stressful for the coaches. It's
Yeah, it's
stressful,
stressful for us, bro. Yeah.
but for the players, it's just like a sigh of relief. Like yes, all right, Zai. So who do you idolize your game to, Zai?
I don't like idolize him though, but I do like to watch his game, which is Dylan Harper. I like to watch his game, watch more of his shooting and his physicalness. That's what I like more about. That's what I watch about.
Dylan Harper.
From one big guard to another.
Mhm. I like that. I like that
You
answer.
might be a little bit more athletic than Dylan Harper, though. Why are you laughing? You don't think you're a little bit more athletic?
I
He
think
thinks I'm. He thinks I'm glazing him, Carlos. That's why he's laughing at me. He thinks I'm glazing him.
Hey, Dylan Harper, he's a great guard. He's a great
He's a
young
great
guard.
guard, but he's not. He's not all the world athletic though. You are. Looked at your videos and look at his. Just because he's bigger and dunking now doesn't mean he's more athletic than you. I think you're a little bit more athletic than Dylan Harper.
thank you.
Carlos, you're gonna watch the videos. You tell me if you agree at the end of the show. I'm not.
Yeah, and I guess we'll see. During the video portion. Because that's a high bar right there with Dylan Harper. Made the finals. Was a
That's only
great
because
guard in
he's
the
in the.
finals.
That's only because he's in the NBA. Carlos, stop it.
All right, Zai. So, what is your favorite NBA or college basketball team and why?
My favorite college team is Duke because they have great coaching, great practices, great conditioning.
See, I know I liked him. His favorite color is purple, and Duke.
Duke. Yeah, great basketball there, and they also have great academics there too with Duke. So definitely Duke. They're elite at both things, academics and basketball.
All
So
right, so before he says his favorite NBA team.
yeah,
All right, so now pretend you're on a FaceTime call with the athletic director of Duke, and they're thinking about signing you and one other player for their last roster spot. Tell him why he should sign you over the other guy.
Because I work hard to get that. I work hard to get that spot, and I will never give up.
Should we tell him, Carlos? Do you want to tell him?
no, you can tell him.
You want to? Oh, you forgot, didn't you?
What, me or you, Tony?
You forgot. You done had this conversation plenty of times, Carlos. All right,
And I stay ready.
quick advice though. Quick advice. If you want, I should tell you this backstage, but if you want to stand out in an interview like that, number one, if you're getting a visit, know their offense, know their defense, know their schemes. study that film, and picture yourself in that system. So if he asks you that question, you can tell him based on his scheme, I can fit in here because I can attack. I can do this, X, Y, Z. I can attack this, and know the teammates by name. Like, you put me in this situation, I can get an easy bucket for so and so. I can get it. They love that. That'll say they remember that. So when they go back to school, they're gonna be like, all they're thinking about is that Zye kid, man. He knew my offense better than I do. They gonna remember that, and just by off the top, you're gonna just by you doing your homework, you're gonna get a phone call. You're gonna get an invitation back on school at the school, so they can see you in action. Because you want that tryout with the team, that's what you want to get that tryout. Boom! Don't go in there and fumble the bag though. You study that film, they want to see it too. But just my advice. I know you got a long way to go, but we do class. We have classes where we teach you all this.
Thank you.
My bad, Carlos. I ain't trying to stop your
No,
Q&A.
you good. No, you good. All right, Zye. So, do you have a favorite NBA team, Zye, or no?
Yes.
All right, so who is it?
San Antonio Spurs.
The Spurs. Okay.
Hold up, Zye. How you gonna be in H-Town and be a Spurs fan? Isn't that a crime?
Because I was technically born to sit at San Antonio.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him alone about it because I'm gonna leave him alone about it. I don't know how he's surviving out there being a Spurs fan in Houston. I don't know how he's surviving out there because boy, they big rivals. Just don't go. That's like going up there to Dallas with an Oklahoma Sooner jersey on. They don't like that down there in Texas.
Yeah, nah, they hate the Sooners. The Oklahoma Sooners, the Red River rivalry between those two. All right, Zye. So, if you could play in any arena in the USA, it could be NBA, could be college, or just any arena in the US. Where would that be and why? Like, if you could play one game.
The New York Stadium.
Madison Square Garden.
Because that's where all basketball technically started.
The Mecca. They call that the Mecca of all sports for a reason, though.
Yeah, they do. Basketball, boxing, concerts, literally. They do it all over there at MSG.
Concerts aren't sports.
No, but the Mecca, the biggest concerts are there. Biggest sporting events at MSG. It's called the Mecca.
Boxing, fake wrestling. Ooh, I said the F word. Ooh, they're gonna come for me.
Fake wrestling.
All that stuff. Yeah, Madison Square Garden. All right, so why Madison Square Garden, Zye? Why you pick Madison Square Garden as a one place you like to hoop with for a day?
Because it's the maker of basketball. Mecca
basketball.
See?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right, Zye. So if you could meet any sports athlete, could be a basketball athlete, could be football, could be soccer, football, basketball, could be whatever sport. Who would it be and why?
Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Because Kobe Bryant, he was a great player, and then Michael Jordan, he wanted to be the best at everything, like basketball, baseball, golf. He just wanted to be the best at everything.
But he's a North Carolina guy.
Oh, that's right.
That's okay.
No, it's not. You don't like North Carolina over here. He like, man, coach, leave me. He's like, coach, leave me alone.
Mhm.
Nah, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, Michael Jordan is definitely a great indeed. So Zai, so besides basketball, what other sport would you like to try and why?
Football and golf.
Football and golf. Okay. All right. So
Interesting.
why those two sports?
Because when I went to Top Golf, golf was just like really fun. And the football, I like being a quarterback.
Okay. All
And
right. Okay. All right. All right, Zai. So last question: what are your favorite hobbies/interests to do outside of basketball?
piano.
Piano. Yeah, and I remember you mentioning that during the during your icebreaker about you playing piano. So all right, very
So,
interesting.
so what inspired you to start playing piano?
Yeah.
We're
I had
telling we're telling your stories. You guys might as well go all the way.
I had just like playing the piano. For, it's relaxing and peaceful.
Okay.
And you did say earlier that one of your inspirations is Alicia Keys. Did we ever ask him why?
I don't think we did. No. All right. So Zai. So why is Alicia Keys? Your favorite composer
She's
Be,
not a composer. She's an
or
be,
your
artist,
favorite
because
artist?
because she sings and she plays the piano at the same time.
and she's very good at it. She's very good at that piano.
And she played the piano during the New York Knicks celebration for their championship. Um,
No,
for her song.
you forgetting about her performance at Yankee Stadium?
No, not Yankee Stadium. The Knicks celebration when they were out.
Yankees. You better do you. Last time the Yankees won the World Series, you better. She performed at Yankee Stadium.
No, but then she performed at the Knicks celebration in the city.
I didn't say you were lying, Carlos. Stop arguing with me.
Okay, well she did. She did. She's big time for New York.
See, this is the problem I have with Carlos. When he likes to debate me in the middle of the show. He'll do these side slots, these side debates with me during the show to show that he's smarter than me. Notice I put the air quotes when smarter. He's smarter than me. But look up.
Tony, you good?
Are you good? I'm great.
Oh, oh, you froze like it. You froze for like a few seconds. I don't know. And were you gonna say something or no? Because
No, I already said what I had to say. Let's move on.
all right, all right, all right, all right,
Zai's over here. Look, we're entertaining Zai way too much. He's laughing at both of us.
all right, Zai. Show and tell time. So let's do the first portion of the show and tell, which is, and I see that trophy that you were
And
holding.
yeah,
And
let's
I
talk
see
about your trophies and medals, sir. Let's go. Come
Okay,
on, Mr. MSG.
this trophy I was chosen. We worked hard. We played as a team, and yeah,
Okay. What's the name of the trophy? Where did you win it? Hold it up. He
I
holding
won.
it he's holding it like a newborn baby, bro. Really?
I won it at GSC All Star Weekend.
Nice. Hold it to the camera. Hold it to the camera so they can see the. Bam! You see that, Carlos? Division champions.
My team chose to win it together.
Nice. And how did you get your hands on it? No, never mind. You ain't gotta tell me. You ain't gotta tell me. You ain't gotta tell me. Just you got it. That's all that matters. Is you got it. All right. Is there any other medals or rings or anything you want to show your audience before we go into the picture portion?
Zai, you got any
Uh,
more medals or trophies you want to showcase before we move on to the photo portion?
Trophy up there, and two of my rings up there too.
Can you get them real quick, or yeah, yeah, because we gotta show it to the fans. If you could, okay, wow.
You got this boy climbing up on furniture, Carlos, in the middle of the show. Come on now. Son.
I didn't tell him, to climb through all that, but if he wanted to, then
You
yeah.
I got
you kind of did.
I got this trophy at the Made Hoop South warm up in Dallas
All made hoops.
with
You play made
Houston.
hoops. Okay.
Yes, sir. And then I got
That's pretty.
this. I got this ring at the Ballers Life Circuit tournament. Was
Ball is life, y'all. All right.
then I got this one with Houston Heat.
Houston Heat.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Didn't I just tell these people to stop calling him in the middle of the show?
I don't know if it's a phone call. I don't know what it is.
No, 9 times 10 knows a phone. 9 times 10 knows a phone calls.
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right, Zay, you there? Oh, maybe not.
Because now he has to go back in and go back in, come back in, because the camera ain't gonna work.
And no.
Can y'all please stop calling these guests in the middle of the show?
Yeah, just disclaimer, guys. Just disclaimer. And I know you guys love them, but
This is what happens when you do.
All right, it's all right. All right, so I'll be back. All right, Zay, we're good?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Tell him, Zye, tell him, quit calling your phone. You can have Dad do it. You don't want to be.
And then the medals. I forgot where I got them from.
That's all right. That's what you got. That's what you got Mom and Dad there for.
I think I got this one from the GSC tournament too. Then this one's a second place medal. And then the rest of them, I got them from Houston Hoops.
Right. Yeah, we ain't gonna have you take them all down. We ain't gonna have you take them all down. But that's a lot of hard work, man. Congratulations. We're proud of you. And I'm sorry to tell you, but you're gonna have to make your trophy room a little bit bigger because you got a lot more to go. Because you still got a lot more basketball left.
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna have to make that trophy room bigger. I'm sorry. Tell your mom and dad, sorry, not sorry, but you got to make that trophy room bigger.
More to come. More to come.
All right, Zye. How the show and tell works is like we'll show you, and then you react to it and tell us the story behind it. Okay. So first, we're going to start with the pictures. You ready?
Yes, sir.
And what makes this great is that 9 times out of 10, you guys do not know what your parents sent in. So sometimes it's a shock to you guys. Oops, picked the wrong one. Thank you, Carlos.
I got you. All right.
All right. That's the one trophy that you just showed us, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so tell me a little story about that trophy you won.
We worked hard and we played against 8th grade that game.
8th grade. Okay. So Zye, so your class is 2033, so that means you're in like.
So they're going to 7th, so that means they play. So you made 2 grades up?
I'm going to 6.
Going to 6. So that means
my bad.
2.
Oh, that's 32. That's 32. So that's 3 grades up. Bless you.
Thank you.
So that's 3 grades up. You guys played 3 grades up?
Yes, sir.
And this is very impressive.
Impressive.
How much bigger was those guys to you guys?
A lot big, like 5'10", 6 foot, a lot big.
And you guys got first place. Congratulations. You guys, this is for your whole team. We should have played that tornado horn for them before you guys walked in the gym. Let them know that a storm was coming. So that's very, very impressive. Very impressive. Very, very. Oops! Almost played the next video. Get where you're supposed to be, Tony.
Mhm.
All right.
There it is.
All right. Let's go. All right. Looks like you're in the huddle here with your coach. So tell us a story about this. Even though they are rocking the Spurs colors right here, Carlos.
Wait,
That
what?
one,
Silver and
it was
black.
it was in a huddle talking about a play because it was a close game. We was down, but we came back and won the game.
He's trying to get another horn, Carlos.
Well, you already got two, like 2 horns, but okay. All right, you're in the huddle there with your team, Houston Hoops. All right.
All right, so let's go into the next one.
Okay.
My man's
Interesting.
over here. He's over here squatting 45 pounds right here.
Interesting, Zay. So, all right. So, tell me about this. Like, is this something that you're doing like right now, like weight training, or is it something that you just I don't know?
Yeah,
Did
I'm
one?
I'm like doing that right now.
Okay. Interesting. And then Zay, you're 6th or 7th grade right now.
6.
You're 6th grade. Doing weights. Wow. All right.
He's going to 6.
And
Yeah.
I go at 6 o'clock in the morning every day.
6 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm assuming this is before school.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. All right.
But Zye, look at that picture and tell me what stands out about this picture that says it in a nutshell in one word.
Legend.
Man, he's good. He's good. He's ready for Duke already, Carlos. Yep,
Yeah.
it says it right there in there. A legend. That's. Do you mind if we keep this picture and put it in our intro?
Yeah.
Intro for the show.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Zye. So we got Zye's permission. I got to put this one, and I got to put Christian's buzzer beater in the intro. So
Yeah,
I got to get to work and get that up before episode 150.
Yeah.
Damn, we almost had another milestone episode.
150. Yeah.
8 episodes away. All right, Mr. Legend. I always save the best for last. Remember, what did you tell me your favorite part of the game is? What?
East base. Wait.
I said East Base.
Oh, wait.
What did you say you look? What did you like most about basketball? What was one of the things you said?
Defense.
Defense. Now, always save the best for last. I don't know how I get lucky like this, but there you are playing lockdown defense. It's not funny.
What?
Dang, I'm being serious, and he's laughing at me, Carlos.
Are you good?
All right, so tell us about this picture with this little guy trying to get around you. No disrespect to him. Shout out to him. And them orange jerseys are fire, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Not better than the black and not better than the black and red, but
That one, I think that was like 3 weeks ago, so I don't remember that much. I
that's why you got mom and dad there to help you.
I think I think I got, I think he was like the best player on the team, so like I had to lock him up because nobody couldn't guard him.
You look serious right there, bro. Look at you. Well, I'll let Carlos talk about it because he's a defensive guy. Carlos loves defense. So I'm gonna see if he can point out the obvious of this picture of why when I saw this before I even reached out to you to be on the show that I knew that you were a defensive guy. This is one of the first photos that I see. You know,
All right. Yeah. So I see Zye that you're squared. You're squared here. So you're not siding the sides, which is tricky for the offensive player. It's hard to pick which side, which is difficult for the offense, easier for you, because you don't know where they're going and you're just not choosing the side. So that's what stands out to me there is that you're letting the offensive guy make a decision on whether to go right, go left, and you're not giving him a side, which is also very good as well. So that stands out right there in that picture.
he's not too low.
Yeah.
You're not too low, not too high. Everybody's you know what they say, low man wins, right?
Yes, sir.
But if you're too low, you're gonna get beat. You gotta be in the middle, so that way you can move your feet and stay in front of these shifty guards. So you're in the right position. You're using your legs and not your back, which is very important. You're not flat on your feet, which is also very important. And I think you're already shifting to cut him off because he's going to his right.
Yeah.
Because he hit you with a tween dribble right here, and you can see by his waist that he's committed to going right. But he's small and quick, so he could go the reverse. So that's why I like that you're light on your feet and you got your hands ready. What I don't like is your teammate in the background is standing straight up though. That I don't like.
Yeah, they don't pay attention to help side when they're in sixth grade, Tony. But you definitely can't be doing
But
that.
they need to teach them this.
Hey,
They need to
that's
teach
on
them
the younger coaches, but you can't do that when you get older. Like I'm just pointing that out. Like you can't do that when you get older, in high school, or you can't do that.
I don't know how. No matter how good you are defensively, sometimes you're gonna need help.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You're gonna need help.
Right?
All right, you ready for your videos?
Yes, sir.
All right, Carlos hasn't seen none of these, so he's watching these for the very first time. And I kind of put Carlos's face way into the camera. Oh my goodness!
Okay.
All right, you ready for the first one? All right, let's show Carlos your favorite move on the basketball court. You need to see it again, Carlos?
No, well. Tony, that move looks familiar.
So, what is your thoughts on Zye's favorite move, Carlos?
That move looks familiar. We still have it here.
We're not about to show Keys East Bay off the dribble. We're not about to do that.
If you want to, because that's a contender. Yeah, that's a contender.
Every time you play that video, your computer shut down.
Okay.
All right, so you ready? Let's show the first compilation here. This one is 44 seconds. And let's get it.
Let's give a round of applause to these guys, and let's just get some great
Told you he was more athletic than Dylan Harper. You thought I was lying. You thought I was playing.
Okay. All right. So Zye, so tell me
Anybody
about
can
that.
anybody can do a spin move into an East Bay off of one dribble. He's very athletic.
Yeah, but too bad they called it off with that whistle, and I think I saw like I think I heard a whistle there. Like the thing was off ball, unfortunately. But Zye, so tell me about that video right there. So I'm assuming that's at a camp. Is that correct?
5th grade All-Star.
5th grade All Star. Okay. All right. So how was that All Star? Camp and like overall.
It was good. It was competitive, and it was fun.
All right.
So, Mom or Dad, what are your thoughts about that spin movement to the East Bay lay that he did in traffic?
Oh, like once again, it was fun. He was being creative. He was having fun out there. And it just like you said, it just goes to show his athleticism.
Am I wrong with saying that he's more athletic than Dylan Harper, or do you think Dylan Harper is more athletic than your son?
He's athletic, and he still got ways to go and everything. But so far, so like pound for pound, yes, I would say he's more athletic.
Thank you for telling the truth.
Yes, sir.
I thought he's gonna give me a political answer, be nice and be like, yeah, sure, no. But what we're gonna do is we're going to I'm gonna figure out how to clip that off of that video. I'm gonna clip that off of that video and put it in our contest. And hey, I might put that in the intro too.
Yeah, that's definitely very interesting. Yeah, because that was a very good move, and
Now, that move is tough. They got to see that over and over and over again.
they do.
Right, Zye?
Yeah.
My bad. All right, you ready to see the next one, Carlos? This one's
Yeah.
We got another 45 second clip here.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's show more about how athletic this guy is.
Let's go.
Tell Carlos who that was at the beginning of that video. I was
Mike.
watching you.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
You know who that? You know who Mike Evans is, right, Carlos?
No, yes I do. Yes I do. Yes. Yes I do. Play for the Bucks. Play for the Bucks. One of the all-time greats in the Bucks.
You don't play for the Bucks no more.
Well, he's.
He's a 49er now.
Oh, I can't believe that, and I can't believe I forgot about that. Now 90. That's crazy. Because he played for the Bucks for a long time. Played for the,
See what I got to deal with, Zye. See what I got to deal with, Zye. All right, so tell us about that camp that you went to right there, and how did it feel to play again in front of Mike Evans?
That was a tournament.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was a camp. Let me hush my mouth.
It was good. That game was more like a competition game, like pro driven, and we only had like 4 players that game, and then we came back and won at the end. And yeah, it was a lot of competition because we was playing up 6th grade. Now they're going to 7th grade. And yeah, it was a hard game.
He's gonna wear my horn out, Carlos. First he wins playing 3 grades up. Now they're playing up with 4 players. They're about to wear my horn out. You're the first guest that got 4 in one episode. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Am I lying, Carlos?
Yeah.
I think Carter had the record with 3. Remember, he got the double for his buzzer beater.
Yeah, like definitely something like that. Yeah.
And then he got another one for, I can't remember why. I gotta rewatch this episode. But he got 3 now. Zye has 4. He has a record now. You gotta put that in the book of predictions. Zye has the record with 4 horns.
Mm-hmm.
Speech.
I'm honored. Thank you.
Oh, he actually gave us a speech. I thought he was gonna say, "No, I'm good."
Hey, better than nothing, at least, you know.
All right, Zye, got one more. This one's the longest one out of the bunch. It's actually 90 seconds long. Well, no, 60 seconds long. Let me get my math right. My math wasn't mathing for a second. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. Before you talk about this video, I forgot. I had a question for you from the last clip. How did you get bumped and knocked off your feet and still keep your balance enough to get this shot off without traveling? How did you do that?
My balance train, I do.
I was impressive because if I'd have got hit like that and lost off my footing, I would have slipped off. I would have slid all over that floor. You know what I'm talking about, right, Carlos? When he got his feet knocked out from under him in the last clip.
I think so, and I think something like that. I think, but I definitely saw one play that you got pushed down, but then you kept the ball dribbling while you
That's
fell.
what I'm talking about, Carlos.
Okay, yeah, very impressive.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not making fun of him, Zye. Me and Carlos, we do this every day, all day.
He's loving it.
He does the same thing to me. If I say something that's wrong, he'd be like, oh, coach, no. This. He does it to me too. So let's talk about this. Well, first answer, how did you keep your balance? Oh, yeah, you did say that. You said because of your balance training. So do you do that do you do your balance training on that what's it called, Carlos? The little the beam thing that goes side to side when you stand on one foot?
Yeah, I literally train that in the gym in the morning. I would stand on the beam, 1 foot, and shoot it in the air and dribble on it.
Okay, it's working. It's working a lot. All right, so tell us about the last clip that we played. Was that I'm not gonna say tournament or camp because I was wrong both times. So I'm gonna let you quarterback it.
That was a tournament. The one where I got this one from. That was the tournament. The ball is like tournament.
Okay, and you made a lot of threes that day. So you did say earlier that you like to drive. So what made you decide to go wet from three? He's speechless. We got him. We got him speechless, Carlos.
I ate my Wheaties.
That boy said he ate his Wheaties.
Wait,
His answer was he ate his Wheaties, Carlos.
no, and I think I heard something else. Was it wings? Or no?
He said Wheaties, Carlos.
I don't even. Wait, Zach, can you repeat that? Because I don't know. Again, two different.
I ate my Wheaties.
Okay.
He ate his Wheaties.
I like driving better now. Cause like shooting, it's like, well, on me it depends. If I'm having like a burner on me, I'm gonna keep on shooting if I have a burner on me. But like if I'm in an attacking mode, then I'm gonna keep attacking.
Okay, guys, what he means by that, he's not talking about an actual burner on him, guys. So y'all get your minds out the gutter. He's not over here talking hood. He's talking about if he's hot, or if he got a defender on here that's just gonna give him the shot. He's gonna let it fly. He's not talking about an actual burner. So I want y'all to be like, you got little kids on here talking about gang violence and he's gonna shoot if he got a burner on him. Yeah, cut that out.
No.
All right, you ready? I always save the best for last. You ready for the last one? But this one I had to mute the music. I mean, the music was cold. I ain't gonna lie, but we didn't want to get on copyright strike and have to blank out the whole segment so they can't see your clip. So we had to mute the music so you get to talk through the video. He's mad. He's like, me and you took out my song. Look, you muted my music. You ready?
Oh. All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So Zay, you were wearing a headband in this game, is that correct?
Yes.
So you rock a headband, all right. So are you rocking a headband as of recent, Zai, or is this like in the past?
Mm, this in the racing.
Recent?
I was wearing it because, like, when I play basketball, the sweat it usually like get in my eyes, and I can barely see.
Yeah, I've been there with sweat in your eyes. Yeah, that's definitely something that's annoying. But okay, I definitely see that. And you played well with a headband on, and yeah, that's tough. That was a tough clip right there. 30 seconds.
All right, so Carlos,
Hmm?
I asked you a question earlier in the show. So, what's your answer?
Well, you still got more to go. You got still more to go, Zach, because obviously Dylan Harper, he's doing NBA training workouts, to stay athletic. Meanwhile, you, Zach, you're on the come up. You're on the come up, man. You got potential, to be like Dylan Harper, like the player that you aspire to be. Dylan Harper, who's athletic in the NBA, doing professional trainings like no other. So just keep on working, man. Just keep on working, and then you'll get to that professional level and get the training what Dylan Harper's getting, to stay athletic. So if you just keep on going with those gym workouts before school, that balance and stuff, that helps. That helps. If you keep on doing that into middle school, into high school, that can definitely help your dreams, of going to Duke, going to the NBA where Dylan Harper's at. So if you keep on going, man, hey, sky's the limit.
Come on, Carlos. Let's be real.
But,
This dude did a spin move into an East Bay. What you want him to do? Dunk it?
hey,
That boy doing NBA 2K moves.
it's impressive. Yes, that 4 second clip. Shoot, that was a nice clip right there.
I ain't talking about that one.
And then there was another one.
That
Yeah,
was that was just a regular East Bay. I'm talking about the one when he spinned off the defender and then went right into the East Bay. Like, what would you want him to do? Dunk that one to prove that he's more athletic than Dylan Harper?
hey, but all I'm saying is that because this is not your final form, because obviously you got to keep improving to get to that form of athleticism. So yeah, just keep on going. Those weight trainings, the balancing trainings you're saying. So keep on doing that. You can become even more athletic. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I tried, Zye. I tried. All right, Zye. We are near the end of the show. I know. You're like, oh man, come on. It can't be almost over. Yep, we're almost at the end. We can't keep you on here forever. But before we go, there's 3 questions that we need to ask you.
Yeah.
Yep. First question. And you're going, besides your obvious, your uniform and your basketball, what are 3 things that are unique to you that you have to put in your bag? If they're not in there, you guys can't leave. Oh, and of course, and your shoes. Those 3 things. Besides those 3.
My inhaler, my basketball, and my water.
Well, you gotta pick a 3rd one because I did say besides your basketball.
Oh.
I said besides your basketball, your uniform, and your shoes.
Okay, my inhaler, my water, and my emergency inhaler too.
Mm. So you're performing at this high level with asthma?
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, you're getting another one, Carlos. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm doing the glaze fest. I know, but I'm sorry. His story is very inspiring.
Yes, great. Yeah, like going through asthma is a challenge. Is a big challenge, and I'm glad you just overcoming that. And not letting asthma become the problem. So great job, Zai. Keep
Okay,
on
so
going.
once I release this mouse, Carlos is going to start playing.
Go.
So he got two more.
If I know, yeah, I definitely kept count.
All right. So the second question is: I see that you wore number 2. You know, so we always ask every athlete what is their number. When we see that you wore number 2. So, what is the story behind you picking that number?
Number two, because it's like a number doing like meaning like God first, then family second, or like all family, God first, then like God family first, then second family again, and then third basketball, and then fourth, yeah.
Okay.
I see.
All right. The last question is if what advice would you give a 5 or 6 year old who picks up a basketball for the first time and says they want to go down the journey that you're on? What advice would you give a younger person?
To never give up and always be humble and keep on training every day to get to the next level.
Good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Good advice. Good advice. Good advice. I love it. All right. All right. So Carlos.
Right.
All right.
Huh?
The floor is yours.
All right.
Do our
So
you know how we close the show? We didn't do our spiel yet, so
do you need to do this?
go ahead and do your spiel. Then we have Zye do his shout outs, and then we'll get out of here.
All right. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell icon for those of you watching on YouTube. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Set them to all notifications so that you get notified of when we go live. And also, we may post some videos here and there. So please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you get notified of when we go live or when we post a video or a clip on YouTube. So just do that. And then also follow our Instagram at Be Ready Sports Podcast, sports news, podcast clips, anything related within the podcast will be on there. So do that for YouTube and then follow the Instagram. Donate to Zelle 954-664-8962. This is where you can donate to the show. All proceeds will be towards the show to make it better, just to upgrade it and make it better. So donate to Zelle 954-664-8962. Theron West II. He was previous guest on the show. That is his clothing line, silentfear.online. Pickup Portal. Sean from Pickup Portal was here January. Wow, it's a long time. Pickupportal.com with Sean. Basically, if you're a coach that needs players for the weekend, a coach can just go into the portal, pick up the players that he needs for the weekend. If you're a player that wants to play for that weekend, you can put yourself in the portal to get picked up by a coach. Sports going on right now: softball, basketball, baseball, and soccer. Right, Tony?
I
I know.
don't think soccer yet. Thing is I haven't spoken to him in a while. The last time I talked to him, it was baseball, softball, of course. He just added basketball and football. I don't think he added soccer yet.
So,
But
all right.
again, we haven't spoken to him in a while, so we got to hit him up.
Yeah, so
we got to hit him up after the show to get an update.
Yeah, so pickupportal.com to see if your sport is covered by Sean from Pickup Portal. Subscribe to Case and Velez. That's his YouTube channel, AskTV7 Rocket First Soccer player that we've interviewed, that Coach Tony's interviewed.
And then we just had played his Throwback Thursday, his episode last week.
Yeah, episode 4. So that is his YouTube channel, AskTV7 Rocket. It's William Miller. Tony interviewed him back in episode 90. It's William Miller. Basically, he can combat sports, and he's also a motivational speaker. So WW, it's William Miller. You guys can check out episode 90 for that episode with Coach Tony and Bryce Paths. That Brandon, right? Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
Is that? Yeah, it's covered for me while I was at a tournament in Atlanta. So shout out to Brandon for covering my spot during episode 90. So it's willmiller.com. Remy Payne YouTube channel at Remy Game Football 5250. Rockwell's Journey, baseball player. That's his YouTube channel, Rockwell's Journey. Gaidama, that's Hudson Santiago. But not only it is her brand, it's also we got two twins as
Connor and Camille Stone.
Connor and Camille Stone. They're also sponsored by Gaidama. So check out their brand, Gaidama.com. God Here's Clothing, that's Bryson Bray from Texas, quarterback, young quarterback, God Here's Clothing, that is his brand. Hooper's Club, Boogie Custudio, that is his Hooper's Club, his brand. He also has a YouTube channel at Boogie11. The Process docuseries on YouTube. And then last but not least, so Zye, so that's your YouTube channel. So tell me about your YouTube channel. So all right, so what type of videos you make on your YouTube channel?
Basketball.
Just basketball? All right, just basketball. So that is Zye. That is Zye's YouTube channel. You guys can check him out. Zye Johnson on YouTube. Okie dokie. All right. So let's count us out.
Hold on. All right, Zye, before we go, we already talked about your YouTube. Give your shout outs and tell everybody how they can find you if they want to follow you on social media.
Thank you for having me on here, by the way. And you can find me on Instagram and YouTube. My Instagram is Zye_Johnson 2K33. And my YouTube is Zye Johnson. Zye Johnson.
All right. And also thank you for subscribing. We have subscribed to your channel as well. Look, you guys are watching. Go subscribe to his channel. You've seen the interview. You've seen the clips. You know this kid's legit. You know. Go follow his YouTube. Go subscribe it up. Subscribe it up, y'all. And do you have any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah. Shout out to my parents and God.
Amen.
Amen to that. All right. I know we've been streaming for 2 hours, but don't go anywhere. We're going to do the wrap up. Zye, I know. Man, I'm tired of talking to y'all. No, I'm kidding. He'll never say that. But Carlos,
3,
count us out.
3, 2, 1.
All right, Zye, to be ready.
Stay ready.
All right, we out, y'all. We see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna have Mr. Waffle House back on here to finish his episode. All right, so we see y'all tomorrow.